Hi Flosstube, I'm Sally. My channel name is StitchySally. Today is Monday the 18th of May 2026 and this is Flosstube number 119. A very warm welcome, whether you are a new or a returning viewer. It is lovely to have you here. If you do like what you see, I would love it if you would subscribe and also like any of my videos that you may watch. And if you have time, do please leave me a comment. It has been a while, hasn't it? I did say I would try and come back in May, so here I am. I am filming on a new laptop. My other one was getting very tired, taking a long time to load up. The screen took a while to come on and it took quite a while to shut down as well. I had it quite a long time and it wasn't new when I got it, it was my daughter's laptop. So yeah, we'll see how we go on this, and I'm also trying a new microphone. I've got my Bluetooth earbuds, which I tried once before on my old laptop and they seem to interfere somehow. So I'll get started. I'll stop waffling. So I will start with showing you my planner. If I can find the right month. So that's my stitching up to now for May. I have stitched every night so far. There was one night in April where I didn't, which is very unusual for me, but we had some important paperwork to get sorted, get signatures witnessed and things like that. So yeah, so there was one night last month where I didn't stitch. So I have gone back to Heaven and Earth Designs Guardian. I'm not going to show it because, to be perfectly honest, it's not worth it. I think I need to do a considerable amount more on it for you to be able to see. I don't know why I'm thinking see a difference, because it's a while since you've seen it anyway. So I have got that out. I didn't stitch on it last week because I just didn't have the headspace for it somehow. So hopefully I will pick it up again this week. I'm just doing one night a week on it just to see how I get on, but I really do want to get it finished and up on my wall. It will actually be 20 years next year since I started it. So I think I do need to get it finished. Yeah. I do have two finishes. So this one is Heart in Hand Frosty Tiny Town. I'm so sorry, I'm a little bit out of practice here. Yeah, really like this design. I stitched it in DMC. I used the DMC conversion off the chart. So I stitched it on Lakeside Linens, and it's a 32 count Winter Sky, which is an absolutely gorgeous colour. Sorry, excuse me. And there we have it, all finished. I've got the buttons on. Absolutely love it. So I do have enough. I'm so sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat. To stitch another one, maybe even two, but I'll stitch at least one more on this. I did have a bit of bother with the fabric. I don't know whether it's the weave of it or what, but I do like how this looks. I hope that's focusing okay. I think it is. So yeah, I think I'm going to get Nativity Tiny Town to go on here. I don't know really whether the Seaside Tiny Town will look quite right on there. It might do. I'll have to do a floss toss and see what I think to it. Do excuse the glare. That's from the window. So that is that finish. And then my second finish is Flossabilities Nautical Pillow. Really enjoyed stitching this one. So I used Cottage Garden Threads Blue Moon, which is lovely. And I used Fabrics by Crafti Kate, and it is the December 2023 fabric of the month. Don't know how this is going to show up, but it does show up really, really well in real life. Oh dear, that doesn't really show up at all, does it? Doesn't show up very well at all. Oh dear. Yeah, you can't really see that, can you? Well, that's a shame. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, that's finished. That is all done. So I have also had an FFO, which I had to stop my video to look at something because I wasn't sure whether how the things were showing, whether they were showing back to front or whatever. So I had to watch what I'd done back. So I've had to start again. Very annoying. So I finished Flossabilities, Cabin in the Woods, fully finished. So I picked up a frame in Dunelm. Never thought that my fabric wasn't going to be big enough to go in it. Because, yeah. So I have had to, to do a bit of messing about. So it did have a mounting that had 3 apertures in it. So I just got my husband to cut these end bits off and use those. So I'm really pleased with how that looks. I just need to find somewhere now to put it. Sorry about the glare. I can't really... Nope. No, wherever I put it, it's got glare. It is looking very, very much like it is going to absolutely throw it down right now. Right, so, because I've had, well, I actually have 3 finishes, but I can't show you the other one because it's a secret stitch, and yeah, it's a secret stitch. So I've had 1 new start up to now, and as I say, I've brought Guardian back out again. So I started this one, which is Bothy Threads Seasons Tweetings, and this was part of one of the social boxes in 2024. And I asked my husband if he would buy me it for Christmas, which he very kindly did. I don't know how to sort out how it looks, how the video look, how the things look on the video. So the kit came with the threads, needle, fabric, obviously. Now I don't think this is going to show up very well. And there, whoopsie-daisy. So you got the cute little needle binder as well. So I don't know whether you can see, it doesn't show up very well here. Some stitching for one of the Christmas roses. But doesn't that robin look incredibly cute? He's such a sweetie. And I'm going to say that, aren't I? Because robins, if you've followed me for a while, you know very well that robins are my favourite birds. And I have to admit, I love the design. I don't like stitching it because there are so many colour changes. You get the tiniest little bit done before you have to change colour. And it is just, it's driving me mad. So, oops, those have fallen out. I will move on to whips, and you will have seen all of these before. No more new starts. So Annie B's Folk Art Sheltering Tree Summer, and I love this. It's such a cute design. I think last time I did say I was going to leave the word summer off, but I changed my mind because we're allowed to do that, aren't we, as stitchers? And I'm stitching this with DMC. There we go. And this is on a 28 count. I think it's 28 count. And it was in a package that my lovely friend Dawn sent me a while ago. So I'm not quite sure what it is. And there's my lovely needle minder from Charlie Feathers. I bought that. Just blowing everything out a bit. I don't know whether I can change my settings actually or not. I'll have to see what it's like when I watch it back. So yeah, doing quite well on that. I think I might have a finish before much longer on that one. Maybe. And then we have Jeannette Douglas Designs, and it's from her Home Together series. There are 6 in the series, and this one is Home is the Place to Be. So this is the 3rd block that I'm stitching, but this is chart number 2. And I am using, which I've forgotten to get out, sorry, just bear with me a moment. So I'm using the DMC conversion. There is a DMC conversion on Jeanette's website if you want to stitch them in DMC rather than all the hand-dyed flosses. And I am hoping to turn this into the cube, which is shown on some of the charts. We'll see how it goes. And this is on 36 count light mocha. And there we are. So this is the one that I'm working on at the moment. I have somehow managed to get the house, it's 2 fabric threads further across than it should be, but you're not really going to see it unless you look closely, so it's fine. I am not going to rip anything out to redo it because for 1, I can't be bothered, and for 2, there's far too much to rip out. It's not going to make a massive amount of difference. So I'm hoping to get this block finished on Saturday. I stitched this on a Saturday night with my lovely friend Lainey, who is Lainey Main on Instagram. So hopefully that will be finished this week. I might see if I get a chance just to do the outlining for the next block before Saturday, just in case I get it finished. I think it will probably take me Saturday to do it actually, so possibly not going to be in any hurry to get any further on with that actually, or at least the border. So next whip is Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery, and it is Peacock Manor. I can't remember whether this was a new start last time. I think it might have been. And I have decided to stitch this in the DMC conversion again. I tend not to use too many hand-dyed threads now. If there's like particular colours that I like, then yeah, I'll do it. And I'm stitching this on 36 count Buttercream by Fabrics by Crafti Kate. And that's where I'm at. This house caused me some problems and I had to unpick some of it. I'd got an extra line in and I thought, no, it's going to have to come out. But yeah, really like how that's looking up to now. So I'm just going to fill in all the bits on the house before I do any of the outline bits. And then final whip. Where's my thread? It's gone. Right, Chatelaine, Autumn Dusk. Gosh, I'm really looking blown out. Yeah, Chatelaine, Autumn Dusk. I am not using any of the silks for this. I'm just using DMC. For me, it was a lot of money to kit up with the silks, so I decided DMC was going to work fine for me. So there we go. Some nice autumnal colours. I do have the bead pack, and I do have the Rainbow Gallery Petite Treasure braid as well for it. So I'm stitching this on 28 count, I think it's antique white. I have almost completed the first section. I have started beading the first section, and as you can see, I've made a start on the second section. So on the top section, I just have some back stitch underneath one of the mushrooms to do. So I've got quite a few beads to add on yet, but I cannot sit hunched over for too long adding beads. I've got a lot done, but there is still a lot. I'm sure those of you who have stitched chatelaines will know full well that there are a lot of damn beads on them. But I am really happy with the way that's looking. Will it be finished to display for autumn? Probably not. But that is fine. It'll be there for the following autumn, won't it? So that's it. That's it for my new start and whips and finishes. I don't think I've forgotten anything. I've shown you my framed piece. I had hoped to get a few more pieces fully finished to show, but I just haven't been in the mood, I'm afraid. So I do have some haul. I've got my West Green Loft Yarn Fabric of the Month from April, and this is khaki. It's not showing up very, it's showing it's blowing out a little bit actually. Yeah, I have cancelled this now. I just decided I've got a lot of fabric now, and I think I'd just rather buy the Zweigart fabric if and when I need it. Or, I mean, I'll maybe get hand-dyed when I need it if I want any, but yeah, I've cancelled that now, so you won't be seeing any more West Green Loft Yarn fabric. And also I had sold a few bits that I'd finished with. I sold some threads that I wasn't using. I've still got some more yet to sell. I sold some of them on Instagram. There is some bits and pieces left. I'm probably going to put them up on the selling sites on Facebook. And I decided, rather than go and buy more charts or stuff, you know, threads and stuff, because I don't need anything. I really don't need anything. I would treat myself to this. So this is a scissor holder, and it is from Norm's Woodcraft on Etsy. You will remember, if you've been with me before, a while back, that I got a little scissor holder spool from his stall at the Victorian Christmas Market in Beverley last December. So yeah, I treated myself to this. And it has a magnet in the bottom, so if you lose any pins or needles or anything, hopefully you'll be able to get them picked up. Of course, little mousey on the top. So you can get it with a wrap of Liberty fabric, but one of the reasons why I wanted to get this was so that I could stitch my snippet from Northumberland Sample House. That's right, isn't it? Northumberland Sample House, yeah. And put that on. So that is earmarked to start at some point to pop on there. And I love this. And Norm is such a talented craftsperson. He really, really is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love it. So I think there is a link in the description box below to his Etsy store if you'd like to go and have a look. So yeah, that's it for my stitching. So we'll just do a quickish life update. Not a lot been happening really. Well, I say not a lot. We actually went away. Me and my husband went Friday to Monday up to Thornleydale in North Yorkshire. We just decided we didn't want to go far, change of scenery. So we booked Friday to Monday up in Thornleydale, and we celebrated our Ruby wedding anniversary, which was one of the reasons why we decided to go, was to have a weekend away for that. So we just had some walks around Thornleydale. We had lunch out and stuff like that, bought sandwiches for tea or whatever. And on our actual wedding anniversary, we went to the National Centre for Birds of Prey, which is in Helmsley, which is not too far away, about half an hour, I think, from Thornleydale. And that was absolutely brilliant. Loved it, absolutely loved it. We saw 2 of their flying displays. And I had a red, now then, is it a red-footed or a red-legged falcon? Can't remember. Called Kazoo land on my head. And one of the ladies sat at the front of us. Afterwards, she said to me, "Oh my God, your face." And I was beside myself. I was so happy that she'd landed on my head, and luckily my husband got a photograph of it as well. So yeah, made my day. That was just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, we had a lovely weekend away. The weather was very kind. It was lovely and sunny. It was a little bit chilly, but we didn't care. Yeah, it was really nice. Thornleydale is very, very beautiful. We had never actually been and stopped before. We'd driven through it. So yeah, that was really, really nice. Cottage we stayed in was lovely, really comfortable, really clean, well equipped. So yeah, that was really nice. What else has been happening? We've got a display of photographs on the railway bridge in the town here. It's been organised by one of the local charities, so they'd emailed local photographers a few months back to see if anybody would like to submit some photographs. So they'd emailed my husband, and he has got 3 photographs up on that, which is really, really nice. Looks lovely as well, because the bridge tends to get graffitied. So we are hopefully, fingers crossed, we're hoping, fingers crossed, that it doesn't get graffitied. It does have a special coating on the perspex so that it's easy to clean if it does happen. But so far so good. It's been there nearly 3 weeks now, I think, and up to now it's been okay. So that was good. Yeah, so I think that is about it. Actually, I don't think I've got anything else to tell you that I can think of. So I'm just going to carry on stitching what I'm stitching, and yeah, I think that's everything. I'm just going to very, very quickly check my notes that there's nothing else. There isn't. So I hope this video has been okay. I hope you can see everything properly. I don't know whether I don't think there's a way that I can change anything on the camera in my laptop. So I hope that everything has been shown okay for you, that you can see everything, that you can hear me fine. So I will see you probably in June. It's throwing it down. Yeah, I will see you in June. Hopefully, I might have got some finishing done by then. Yeah, just see how things go, see if I can get motivated to do some finishing. So without further ado, take care everybody, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you who takes the time to come and watch, whether you comment or you don't. I just appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care everybody. Bye.